Now this is the US variant of the Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. This phone will be available with all carriers like T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon, and some other prepaid company like Metro by T-Mobile, Cricket, Boost, Tracfone, etc. And this is Variety Stick. In this video, we're gonna do unboxing and first impression and a quick review. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, give me a thumbs up, and let's find out. And by the way, this is the basic unlock phone I purchased from Samsung directly and cost me $450. I would say wait till the phone available through the prepaid carriers such Metro by T-Mobile and Cricket, Boost. They will provide more discount on the phone, and sometimes you get the phone for $99 if you port your number. I would highly recommend to wait because the phone, as the time being, price is high a little bit. Also, this phone comes with 4 different colors. You can pick the white, yellow, purple, and black. Now, if you want to pick up the international variant, you will have more variety. For instance, this will come only 128 GB storage, but the international also come 256 gigs with 8 GB of RAM. The 128 gigs come either 6 GB of RAM for the basic model and 8 GB of RAM as optional if you're willing to pay a little bit extra. Now for the main specification, let me start with the display. We have 6.4 inches Super AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate, and the phone has HDR, amount of PPI 403. Looks like the display, it's very promising. Now for the body, the phone adopts 19:9 ratio. The phone has Gorilla Glass 5 and the phone rated water and dust proof IP67. And for the operating system, we have Android 13 out of the box with One UI 5.1. For the chipset, we have Exynos 1380. GPU will be Mali G68, and the phone has 128 GB of storage and 6 GB of RAM, and you can expand the memory by adding SD card, which is a good thing. This phone is 5G and also support LTE, and this phone has 3 cameras on the back, 50 megapixel wide with optical image stabilizing, 12 megapixel for ultra wide, and 5 megapixel macro. And the camera is capable to take 4K video at 30 fps, 1080 at 60 fps, and 720 at 480. That would be something for the slow motion. The front-facing camera is 32 megapixel, capable to take video 4K at 30 fps and 1080 at 60 fps. And finally, the battery is 5000 milliamp, looks very promising with quick charge 25 watt of charging. This phone does not support wireless charging. Now let's do the unboxing and have the first look on the phone. Here's the box, very typical box from any Samsung phone we have seen in the previous years. Very tiny, that means no charger as expected. We have some scotch tape here. Let me crack it open, and right away you're gonna see the phone. Let me just take the phone out, and here we go. This is the phone, and the phone is kind of chunky a little bit. I was expecting the phone to be chunky because the phone looks similar to the Samsung Galaxy A14. Not much difference though, looks very similar. Let me set this on the side and see what else we have here. We have a box over here. We should have some manual and USB-C to USB-C cable. I believe that was very much it for this phone, only the cable and quick start guide. Now the phone is wrapped in the plastic. Let me go ahead and remove the plastic, and here we go. By the way, this phone, the back is plastic and the frame is plastic, so nothing fancy. I thought for that price it would be like a glass or metal frame, but unfortunately it's not. But the good thing is waterproof phone, nice thing. Now the back of the phone, it feels like a glass, and it feels good by the way, but this is a plastic. It doesn't have any texture, so you guys will expect the phone will slip out of your hand easily. I would highly recommend to get a phone case So because you don't want the plastic to get scratched and you don't want the phone to slip out of your hands. And this phone has fingerprint inside the screen, has power, volume up, down key control, and you have the SIM tray from the top. And by the way, this phone has dual speaker stereo, should be one from the bottom and one from the front. I'm looking to test the speaker on this phone. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the phone on. As always guys, we're gonna spend time with the phone and come back with more information. And after I spent quite some time with the Galaxy A54, let me kick off with some information I missed when I talked about the specification. The first one, the phone offers Wi-Fi 6, so if you have router has Wi-Fi 6, you can utilize more speed for the internet, which is a good thing in my opinion. And also the phone has dual SIM capability, but not with two physical SIM cards. You can use one physical SIM card and you can use eSIM. To activate this, go to the settings, go to connection, and then go to SIM manager. The phone right away is going to ask you if you want to add eSIM, and the phone will search to any SIM card, and that way you can activate any of these carriers with no physical SIM card. Now if you don't like eSIM, you still have the option to add just a regular SIM card, and this is a great thing in my opinion. Now for the design and build construction, the phone made out of plastic as I mentioned before, but the phone feels and look nice and premium on the hands. And my main problem with the design, that the phone feels chunky, that because the phone has big battery and the back of the phone is glassy, it might get scratched easily because this is plastic, and the back of the phone has sharp edges. It doesn't make the grip nice in the hands. It's gonna bother you if you don't use a phone case. From the front, I feel that the bezel is thicker than any previous Samsung phone we have seen, so it doesn't make the phone look nice from the front. Now the phone has fingerprint on screen. The first time I tested the fingerprint on screen was laggy, not accurate, and slow. After this, I checked to see if Samsung has any update for the phone. I found update, I updated the phone. Now the fingerprint after the update works much better and much accurate. Now it seems to me the phone is made to be durable because this phone has Gorilla Glass 5, which prevents so many scratches on the screen, and the phone is IP rated against water and dust. Now for the display quality and performance, this is one of the most beautiful display I have ever seen on the phone, range price $450. Super AMOLED, high refresh rate 120 Hz, high resolution 1080p, more than 400 for the PPI. So my experience is perfect with this display for the colors, the angle of view, brightness level. Everything is so good with this phone display. Now for the operating system, we have Android 13 with One UI 5.1, and I believe Samsung has made tremendous changes to their software to become more stable and very optimized to give you the best performance. Now I don't have any complaints about the software. Maybe a lot of people familiar with Samsung software, but this phone has some additional features I would like just to highlight for you. For instance, if you just go to the settings over here, you will see some modes and routines, and that will be helpful in case if you like to sleep in a specific time, so you can activate this feature. The phone will go to don't disturb, and the phone will try to understand your routine, which is a good thing. You can do the same thing, theater, driving, exercise, etc. And also if you go to connected devices, it's just gonna make everything easy to go with Samsung ecosystem. For instance, if you have wearable like a smartwatch, or if you have smart things like refrigerator, things like that, would be so easy to connect your phone to any smart tech you have from Samsung. Now for the hardware performance, I doubt that the phone has only 6 GB of RAM is not going to give me the best performance, but after downloading games and start using the phone, doing some updates, multitasking, I haven't noticed any problem or whatsoever and any drop in the performance of this device. It seems to me Exynos processor with the quality of Samsung built for the hardware and the optimization for the software will give you the best experience if you want to play video games or use the phone in general. So in the performance of the hardware also I do not have any complaints. Now for the battery and battery performance, what I believe that Samsung rebuilt the design to fit a bigger battery. So we have 5000 milliamp, which is good in my opinion. But guys, not gonna expect this phone is gonna last you like 3 days of usage. That because the phone has powerful processor and high brightness level screen. So with those good specification, mean the phone is gonna consume more power. So you guys will expect 10 hours of screen on time, maybe a day and a half for full battery from 0% to 100%. Now I have a little bit of problem with the battery charging speed. It's only 25. I mean, for the price of the phone, I would say at least give me 35 watt of quick charge, not 25. Other than that, battery in general is great with the Galaxy A54. Last but not least will be the camera. In general, the experience of using this camera is great in my opinion, but I was a little bit shocked about Samsung why they are using 3 camera instead of 4 camera on this phone. Quality, shutter speed, and taking pictures even with very dark situation, I didn't have any problems. And also taking pictures during the day, pictures are so sharp, portrait is great, and the camera offer additional features like HDR, optical image stabilizing, slow motion, super slow motion. You will be able to get so many different features for the camera. In addition to this, the quality is so good. But the only downside of shrinking the camera, the ability to zoom with this phone, for 2 reasons. 50 megapixel is not enough for the main sensor, and you don't have additional depth camera where you can also zoom more. So the most you can do 2x zoom. More than that, if you zoom, the picture will be cropped and you're not gonna have good quality image. Other than that, as I said, camera in general is great and you don't have any complaints except the zooming. The front facing camera works good, 32 megapixel, does do portrait pictures and show natural colors, and also I do not have any complaints for the front facing camera. Now if you guys want to see samples for super slow motion, make sure to subscribe because I want to put those samples as short videos. Now, does the Galaxy A54 worth $450? In my opinion, yes. The phone has everything: great performance, a great camera, a great display, 120 Hz refresh rate, and so many things I have already mentioned in this video. But if you live in the US, I would say wait and purchase the phone through your main carrier because they're gonna push more discount. With Metro by T-Mobile, I'm expecting the phone for port in maybe around $100. That is absolutely huge saving for the phone. That was very much it for that video. If you guys find it helpful, if it did and you enjoy, give me thumbs up, subscribe for more here on Variety Stick. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we'll talk to you in the next video.
Yeah, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time.